subscribe, and like the video. Why do Democrats act like they won the election? Like, they're so smug. They literally behave as though they won the election. Maybe in the process they got so used to advocating for Republican positions that it kind of feels like they won, even though they lost. On the policy front, they're getting, an even more aggressive version of the agenda that the Democrats were advancing. It really doesn't make sense.
The work program.
He said the money that he makes here, he's able to support his family in Mexico as well and help his mom and dad and brother and sister. Para poder sobrevivir. And he said that's what you need to do to survive. You can see all the workers now are gathering from all the different buildings. Most of them all work at different sites, but they come together to eat and then sleep. And then they will be back at it on the fields in about 10, 11 hours from now.
David, the farmers you talked to, do they believe that President Trump would support expanding this program, especially given his belief that foreign workers are taking American jobs?
The farmers that we spoke with, as they support President Trump, they also believe that he has to move forward with this, Anderson. They say, really, you look at the food supply in this country, and it is reliant on these workers. The visa program, though, has its limitations. They say under the Department of Labor, it is just really cumbersome, really complicated, and they say it's got to be made cheaper, particularly when you think about those smaller farmers.
David Culver, appreciate the report. Thank you.
In the final campaign stretch, Trump's focused relentlessly on immigration, and it has gotten ugly.
They're coming from 181 countries as of yesterday, right? And we're a dumping ground. We're like a.
This is a re-upload. We've seen this already.
I knew that there was going to be chaos. I had no idea how bad it was going to be.
An American city suddenly thrust into a political firestorm.
The small city of Springfield, Ohio.
I'm eating my Japanese haichu for those wondering.
Maybe you remember it.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people.
John Oliver sneaky like that? Yeah. ICE has detained a middle school teacher in Miami-Dade. That the teacher attended his immigration hearing and was detained. He had been in the U.S. since his youth and had DACA. He will likely be deported. Wait, how? This doesn't make sense. You can't even have a DUI, so how did he become a teacher if he's undocumented? DACA. Insane. This person is not undocumented. This person is literally documented. They have deferred action on childhood arrival. It's DACA. If you come into this country as a child, although our system is ruthless and cruel, the Obama administration at the very least created this process where, you're functionally stateless at that point. It would be uniquely cruel and unusual if you were to be deported from this country that you grew up in. I was deported after DACA renewal denied during 2018. I lost my DACA because of DUIs, and I have a deportation order 25 years down the drain. In order for you to keep your DACA renewed, you literally have to abide by insanely, unnecessarily restrictive standards. Like you get a college education. You have to have a job. You can't leave the country. There are so many different rules that you need to abide by. If you get any sort of, if you get into trouble with the law, you will lose your status. You need to pay a lawyer. The fact that this person was a teacher and had the proper documentation and was detained, I think, during a court proceeding. Yeah. No, never mind. After they were detained by U.S. Customs Immigration Enforcement officials, the teachers union confirmed Thursday. And this is crazy. It's right there in the middle. Where does it say? Oh, they were detained at an immigration hearing. Oh my God, I kept missing it. Might be a little tired. Sorry. At an immigration hearing? That is insane. Hasan, over here in Chicago, ICE is literally going door to door. A lot have no criminal background. The only good thing is community here have been teaching them not to open the door without a warrant. Yeah, they're very mad about that. They've been getting really, really upset about that. The fact that people have taught undocumented immigrants their rights. Yeah, nothing scarier than an informed public that forces these Gestapo members to at least abide by the existing laws for the time being as those laws continue to exist. Here's another story that I wanted to cover as well. Man falsely poses as immigration agent and traps Latino men in their car.
You got caught, Mo. Where you from? Mexico? You from Mexico? You're going back.
A South Carolina man has been charged with kidnapping and impersonating a police officer after officials say he detained a group.
Of course he's been arrested. You can't impersonate a federal law enforcement officer. Chatters, are you kidding me? I'm sure they'll deputize people soon. There's a bounty system some of these states want to implement. But even in that structure, even in that structure, you cannot portray yourself as a court-ordered law enforcement, federal law enforcement officer.
Group of Latino men in Charleston County, South Carolina. 33-year-old Sean Michael Johnson is accused of willfully and unlawfully presenting himself as an ICE agent and detaining a vehicle of individuals from moving, according to court records.
Parking. No, you cannot drive, bro. You have not a license. You have no license. We're going back.
In addition to taking their keys, Johnson also blocked the men's car with his van so they could not drive away, according to court documents.
You know, if you don't have a license, you cannot drive a car in the United States. No, it's over. It's over. Hey, don't be speaking that pig Latin in my country, bro. Be speaking that.
I mean, this is literally a hate crime too, on top of everything else. Like, what are we doing here? I can't say what I think for I want to evade a ban, but goddamn, and neither can you, Chad. People tell me I'm crazy for saying re-education camps. What do you do with this guy? Re-education camp for this guy is an infinitely better solution than what most people would advocate for, you know?
That pig Latin here.
Johnson was charged with 3 counts of kidnapping and 1 count each of impersonating a law enforcement officer, petty larceny, assault, and battery, according to jail records. The men in the vehicle are not facing charges, according to local police.
Have fun.
Johnson posted a bond of over $230,000 and was released from jail, according to online court records. In a court appearance, his family pleaded with the judge.
Who fronted him the 23 grand? Oh my God. Does he come from a rich family too?
Saying that their son has mental health issues and has tried to get help in the past, but he needs to continue with that therapy, according to CNN affiliate WCIV. CNN has been unable to locate an attorney for Johnson.
Wait, no, he needs 23 for 2,300. You're right, not 23,000, right? Is it 2,300 for 230,000 or is it 23,000? For 230,000. I think it's 23K. Yeah, I got it right. No hate crime charges like this are unironic consequences of Trump's attack on everything is DEI. I know, chatters. I know the bail. The bail is you don't pay the full price. You usually pay 10%. You front it to a bail bondsman. You front the 10% to a bail bondsman, and he covers the rest. And then if you actually don't attend your court date or whatever, then that's when bounty hunters come in. An insane process, but the bond is 10% of that. That's how bail works.
There's a conversation that pro-life people don't care about the baby once it's born. There are a bunch of people that believe that. But I wanted to find the people that don't believe that. We have a petition here to support universal school lunch and universal child care. We just think people should have access to this, and we thought the best place to get signatures for this petition are the March for Life. This is the place where everyone cares about life. Would you like to sign the petition?
I don't really appreciate being ambushed on camera, but I do know that there are a ton of people down there that would definitely be willing to sign.
No, I actually don't believe that schools should be providing kids lunch. I think it's up to the individual and the parents.
Universal school lunch and universal child care. And we're trying to get people to sign to show that, you know, we care about babies when they're out of the womb. Would you like to sign the petition?
Like said, I'd have to look it up.
Are you interested in signing it?
I'd rather read about it first.
Pre-K and school lunch. That's it. Nothing crazy. Nothing radical.
We're just trying to show that it's universal school lunch is bipartisan and that universal pre-K is bipartisan. Very divided country, but we want to show the public that there's some unity there.
No, you don't understand. Them babies got to pick themselves up by the bootstraps. We're here to make sure that the women are forcibly carrying pregnancies to term, nothing else. You understand me? Once the baby's out the it's time for bootstraps, baby. Dumbass baby, get a job. Learn the value of $1 real quick. Lunch debt is a good thing.
Big hand of government gets involved. They tend to manipulate preconditions that I wouldn't.
This is how so many people sound when they try to sound smart about politics but have no clue what they're saying, including but not limited to people that come into my chat and, you know, try to repeat talking points from someone else. When the government gets involved, there's preconditions that determine the aspect of the governance that you can't contend with, libtard. You don't understand. You don't understand. After all, the government's going to offer free food to children in school. That's unacceptable. What if they actually offered delicious sandwiches?
That would necessarily not support.
We have a petition for universal school lunch. We have another petition for universal child care. We wanted to show that this is a group that cares about children. Are you interested in signing the petition?
We're trying to meet the rest of our group.
Oh, you got to get to your group? Oh, okay.
I appreciate.
It's a petition for universal school lunch and universal child care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody signed it yet?
No,
nobody signed it yet.
Aw, there you go. There's at least one. There's at least one guy. You know. God damn. Asman go be pissed. Kids are getting a free lunch and he isn't getting free lunch. So why would he vote to sign for it? Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's right. That's right, chat. Kids are getting free lunch. I'm not. I'm not in favor of that. And why should I be? Why should I be in favor of that? Really? Yeah.
You were the first person.
Why?
Congratulations. So you're the first signature of the day. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Donald Trump.
You think Donald Trump is going to support universal child care, universal school
I mean,
lunches?
listen,
Why not?
If enough of his constituency pushes for that, I feel like that could be something that's like bipartisan.
I mean, we want them to be born, and we want them to be happy in school and get.
There's the Hawaiian diff. I don't know how you're Hawaiian and also simultaneously still a Trump supporter, but I guess his heart is in the right place on this issue at least.
Fed,
Yeah.
I always had a hot meal.
Yeah. Thank you for that. You can say yes or you can say no.
I'm going to say no, but I'm going to explain why. Because I don't want to be like, I don't care about kids.